Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? We've got, what's her name? Nike. I completely blanked because I haven't seen her in so long. You know, I almost never see her in Duel. Oh, that's interesting. I never realized you can start with her too there. I'm so dumb. I completely forgot that that just lasts until you use it. So, cool. There's a lot of abilities I don't do that with. Jingwei's too as well. I don't do the Osiris passive thing. What else? I don't know. But yeah. So we got Nike versus Zeus here in round 2 of the weekly tournament. A tier and below. Neither of these gods high ranking. Nike is in A-, but Zeus falls very short. I'm very surprised to see the Zeus come out here. And Hale is known as Raichu in chat. I'm not sure if you guys know him. But, you know, just in case I call him Raichu by accident or anything. I don't think he's played in a tournament before. I'm not positive.
To the vanguard.
A couple of misses there from Jabber, but Hale not able to get another detonate out onto him. So I would think that this would easily go to Nike in any setting other than one where Bancrofts is available. With Bancrofts, the meta changes so much for, you know, for just about any mage. Jabber, by the way, is Jabberjaws. He's been competing for a long time, since the early days of the NShadow tournaments, and he's been around in Duel for, you know, just as long. Goes over there and takes the red buff minions. Or red, you know, side camp, whatever. Red side minions. The unfortunate part for Nike in, you know, in Duel in general is just that her 1 is so easily... Oh, this is big play. I don't think he's going to have enough, though. Nope. And he does use Bracer, though, but he's still got the 3, doesn't he? No, he doesn't have it up yet. Oh, my God. That's so unfortunate. Wow. So close for both players there, but Jabber's going to be able to stick around. He's got some pots still ticking on him. And he's got nice and easy clear. I hate when that last minion persists. That's the most annoying thing. He won't even get credit for that minion, I don't think, because he didn't tag it until... So yeah, with Bancrofts online here, Hale's going to be swinging. And Bracer, as you can see, is just opted into for almost every god. It's just such a strong presence right now. But yeah, like I said, being able to interrupt her 1 takes away so much of her damage. And if you're a god that can't do that, like Zeus, you know, you're in for a really rough time. Old Zeus could have stunned her. Look at that damage. The poke in the early with this Bancrofts is really what makes it so OP. It's just the fact that you're getting such a tremendous damage boost at this stage in the game, and it's giving you lifesteal so that you have more sustain for the lane. It's too much. Sorry again, my mic keeps fucking falling. I'm gonna find an alternative for this. This is one of the last issues I've had to solve for the stream. I upgraded the internet, I've done all these things, all for this 2-month stay in Albany, but, you know, do what we gotta do. I hope that, you know, things are enjoyable for you guys again on the YouTube front, that, you know, sound is all better. Ooh, so he is able to take that down, and he puts himself in a very awkward position. I'm surprised to see him not drop the ultimate sooner. Wow, Jabber actually dipping off of that. I thought that he might just wait on the outside of it, but that is a big heal from Hale, and he does get a tremendous amount of damage off. He's going to be able to... Wow. That's crazy. Like I said, that Bancroft's just swinging at this point. No defense online for Nike yet, so a full Bancroft Zeus is just wreaking havoc. And Hale takes first blood. This would be a big upset. And speaking of big upsets, over on the other side of the bracket, we had Hawken take it over Suspension. Hawken, the young blood, took round 1 from Suspension. Hawken's been up and coming in Duel for, well, for the longest that I've known of him was in, I believe from the end of last season. but has really been doing stuff this season, taking more notable wins and such. Huh. I haven't seen this skin in forever. I don't think I even have this skin. Forgot about it. Yeah, so I was talking about how, oh, look at this poke coming out. Oh my god, if that chain lightning hit, he might have died. Actually, nah, it's not. Ooh. Bracer comes out, but I'm not sure if this is the right. Okay, no, but he's got an open. Look at the bracer. See what I'm talking about? That's just ridiculous. It's too much. And Hale knows it. He's like, well, that was a fucking great bracer. Damn, man. Yeah, if you time it correctly against a high burst god like Nike, who's just pouring her one into you, you know, in such a, you know, obvious sequential fashion, and you just wait that entire combo out and then you bracer it, you're going to be able to heal for so much, and not to mention that you're also getting mana back and you're getting cooldowns reduced. So I really hope they nerf this this relic. I think it is way overtuned. They butchered Sunder and they created a monster in doing so. I've actually seen quite a few of the pros call out Bracer at this point already too, saying that it is a worse evil than Sunder, and I definitely think it is. At least Sunder's a skill shot too, so it's like, you know, you can miss it. This is just an instant heal. And mana, I want to see how much this 3 hits for. Holy crap. Digging into that bulwark shield. Just like that.
To the vanguard.
This mic is literally falling into me. I'm going to hold it again. Look like a dweeb, but... Yeah, I don't get why they heavily buffed Sunder and, or heavily nerfed Sunder and buffed Bracer in the same patch. I guess because Sunder was the one overperforming and Bracer wasn't being picked up too much. But yeah, in terms of what that kind of move makes for the meta is... Jabber is just having none of this, dude. He wants to do this, and he might be able to. He's got a big bracer, and he's gonna have his ultimate here. But Hale's gonna have his own bracer. He did, but it didn't give him as much as it did last time. But look at the conditioning. Hale just completely controlling where Jabber's going. The 3 might not kill. Oh my god, Bulwark does not save him though. I think that health speaks for itself. He would have survived with just a tiny bit there. Now that he has that full Bulwark online, and there's no pen on the side of Hale yet. Just think if he had pen, and think about when he does have pen. It's crazy how much the itemization just changed. Like simple itemization, 2 differences in items, Bancross and Bracer, changes things here for Zeus. And the reason that Bracer is more effective on mages, well, at least one of the reasons that it's more effective on mages than warriors like Nike, or just any like physical in general, is because of the differences in cooldowns. Some assassins can, you know, absolutely abuse it as well. Like Sir Ket can as well, and Bastet makes very good use of it, getting her jump back very quickly. But the lower cooldowns for mages, allowing them to just spam another combo, is huge. Yeah, because that's the bulk of their damage in the first place too. A much larger bulk than even for warriors. Warriors, you know, generally auto attack a decent amount more. A lot of damage comes from that, so you know, more centrally focused on just that raw ability power. And, you know, they're also building solely into it, so it's just so destructive. Zeus going straight into his shard here. Very standard build here for Hale. other than no warlocks. That's the only thing with this Bancross that's being picked up more often now. Mages are foregoing the warlocks because the Bancross allows them to get their games going so much earlier on. It's kind of counterintuitive to go into a warlocks and delay the rest of that game, at least for these lower tier mages like Zeus. If you're a higher tier mage and you've already got the Bancross going strong, like say you're like Zhang Kui, and you've got a healthy Bancroft start, you can still go into warlocks. Either third or even fourth item. It's a little awkward, but it's still probably the best build. But for these, like I said, lower tier gods, you kind of want to keep the snowball going. You don't want to chance it, because you're already lower viability. You need to keep the pedal to the metal and play to the strengths. Is Hale really only plat 1? That would be a huge upset. Jabber is, I don't think he's, I don't know if he's in Masters this season, but he's definitely been in Masters before at least the last season. But you got to question why Jabber went with Nike too. Nike really not a great god for reasons I said with the interrupt on the 1, but not just that, she's still just a little bit lackluster compared to the other warriors. Yeah, I wonder why he went with that. Holy shit. Might have something to do with that. You know, a lesser warrior, but a warrior all the same. A Shield of Thorns in that kind of position for such a tanky and healthy warrior who can soak up so much of Zeus's damage and return it all onto him without dying. Keeping her own damage going at the same time just is so potent. And Zeus, you know, it's not like you can have an easy answer for that. So you kind of just have to hold that. Zeus is kind of like a, you know, stand your ground god. He's not the type of god that can weave in and out and decide to leave that, to disengage and then re-engage. He's definitely very all in and doesn't have much self-heal, or if any, to be honest. I think I'd wonder if he goes. All right, so that's an ult expended there. I wonder if he goes Gem of ISO, how that would be at all. I mean, I don't know. It's not the... he's already got the slow on the 1, so... But it would, I would imagine, help him, you know, escape a little bit better. He needs something. He needs some sort of escape mechanic.
To the vanguard.
And winged won't really cut it. The only slow is on the ult from Jabber, I think, right? So, you know, maybe he'd be able to get away with that and just using it to trump the ult each time. Unless she has another slow, am I missing? You guys, does her 3 slow? I don't think so, right? It could, and I wouldn't know because I don't play much of her, to be honest. Frostbound is banned, and so is Fatalis. So that's a good thing, at least. Even if she is able to take this game back in her favor with the help of Shield of Thorns, she won't be able to just go Frostbound or Fatalis and run Zeus down. That kind of build would absolutely cripple Zeus in so many situations in a tournament like this, and that's, you know, what I had in mind. These lesser mobility characters getting completely screwed by those items that, you know, deprive the enemy of all mobility. So if you don't already have a dash or a jump and you're going up against Frostbound or Fatalis, you are pretty screwed. Jabber's really looking for this here. Hale wants to make something happen, but that is so much damage. Does he have a bracer? Did he just use it? And it gave him nothing? That was so weird. The bracer went on cooldown. He definitely used it, and I heard it. But it just did not do much damage. I guess he was already sitting so low in health that it just did not have an impact there. Oh, he does have Beat Stick. Thank you. I was wondering. I was like, holy shit. That was. I know he didn't take that much damage because he was already sitting pretty low, but that was. And then I looked to see. I was like, does he have Pestilence? No, it was. And I was like, okay, so no anti-heal. But yeah, it is Brawler's Beat Stick actually. So Brawler's Beat Stick, a very smart pickup here from Jabber. I've been talking about how you need to go anti-heal against Bracer right now, even if the god... What the fuck just happened? Hell, I did that? Alright. My bad. my bad. So yeah, you need to go Bracer against these... against gods that are going both Bancrofts and... wait, no. You need to go anti-heal against gods that are going both Bancrofts and Bracer right now. You can't afford to just let that slide. And it's awkward because, you know, you're going anti-heal into a Zeus, you know, a non-healer. So it does hurt the god overall, but you got to think about how much you're countering in the Zeus's build. So yeah, you're sacrificing a lot of your own build potential, but you're using it to counter theirs, and that's very important. It's always been an important part of Duel. Damn, just getting swung on. So I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be wow. The Bracer. Oh, that was Jabber's Bracer coming out. I was like, did he Bracer too late there? If they went on cooldown, so it would have healed. Jabber, just for good measure, Bracer's there, make sure that he is completely out of dodge. And it looks like he's going to be able to take this. I don't know. It's becoming more and more difficult for Zeus to keep up with this aggression. He's no longer able to just set the pace anymore. The double defense has come completely online. Jabber's got a ton of pen on his side, and really what it is Shield of Thorns just completely turning the tide for him in each of these fights. And Zeus not having an answer for it. And this is a big problem with Zeus. Like I said, he's a full commit type of god without much peel. And those are the types of mages that end up, playing the worst in Duel. Generally, those are the type of gods that end up playing the worst in general. The only case, the only like really huge standout case would be AMC, who is still ridiculously strong. And he has, he doesn't have a dash or a jump, but he does have a crazy amount of movement speed with his hives. But the thing about AMC is he's just broken, you know, so he can kind of get away with it. He's got so much ability to just stand his ground. Wow, these autos are swinging. Oh, and the Bracer comes out, but it's clearly not enough. I don't know that the Sunder was the right pickup here for Hale. Maybe an offensive active. Any of them really would have been... better than the Sunder in my opinion here, but I don't know. Like we said, Zeus is the kind of stand your ground god that wants to just take that fight. So he's thinking, if he uses the Sunder wisely, he'll be able to fight back. I think in the end, to be honest, Bracer be damned, Zeus just doesn't have the stuff, and Hale has played it very well. Hey Maze, thanks so much for the $2.
Jabber jabbing Zeus in the face, donated to say that, don't hate me.
I love you. Thank you very much. But yeah, Jabber's done a great job of coming back into this and keeping his head in it too, We saw some definite frustration from that Bracer. After that, he kind of just started tanking waves, and it looked like he was out of it, but he kept himself in the game long enough that his god was able to come into it here and start, making strides. See if Hale has any tricks up his sleeve, but with Zeus it's going to be tough. Yeah, I agree. Aegis over the Sunder would probably be the play. What's it called? Sprint as well, maybe? Could help every time Jabber ults because he doesn't have any other slow mechanic, right? Yeah, anything over Sunder, in my opinion, or not anything, but one of those defensive actives. It's just so tough. But you always got to keep in mind that you need to disengage more than anything. Wow, this guy is crazy. I don't know what he's doing. What the hell? That shield is absurd. Hale wasn't ready for it. Nobody was ready for it. I don't even understand. Oh, what? I didn't know it goes that big. That's fucking... He's probably messaging him like, what the fuck was that? Holy shit. And Shield of Thorns coming in clutch. Jabber looking strong here with the Nike. Like I said, it is against Zeus, so we have to see if Nike continues to perform throughout the event. She hasn't yet, and I'd love to see it because I think she's a very interesting god, and one that is, you know, not used much. So it would be cool to see. But for now, a victory over Zeus doesn't say too much, but a victory over Hale is great for Jabber, taking that back out of his clutches. Hale putting on a great show in the early and all throughout, to be honest. That last defense was great from him too. He was hitting everything. Played Zeus very, very strongly in general. It's just, I think that, you know, secondary active being something defensive could have helped, but, you know, wouldn't have ultimately given him a win. So either way, very well played by both players.